Hello everyone. So in the last episode, I visited some amazing landmarks in Maputo City, including the Maputo Central Railway Station, Snake Lady Statue, and Cathedral of Our Lady of the Immaculate Conception. In this episode, I will continue from where I stopped in the last video and show you other amazing locations in Maputo. So come along with me as we explore the city.
So right now we are heading to which building again?
To the building of Municipal Council of Maputo.
Okay, Municipal Council of Maputo. This is where the Maputo is it municipal?
Yes,
this is
of
where
course.
the president.
Of course, of the
stays.
council. Yes,
the council.
of course. It works.
Okay.
His office is right there.
All right. Okay.
Yes, so still in use.
The Municipal Council building of Maputo, or the Maputo City Hall, is a significant landmark in the city of Maputo. It is located at the head of the Independence Square and it was erected in 1947. The building serves as the headquarters for the municipal government, where various administrative and government functions are carried out.
Yeah, we're now at the building of the Municipal Council of the Lawrence March, where we will be able to see the way how it was Lawrence March before. Back, I mean like around 1980 something, 1930. So here we have the small display that it shows the way how it was Lawrence March before. Yes, thanks. So let's go this way. Yes. So here we have the display of the way how it was Lourenço Marques, the current Maputo. So Lourenço Marques, Maputo, when we say Lourenço Marques, it's a Maputo. So it was before, and then now I believe that everyone can understand now. So it just became like it was a bush, and then it started just like a small village, and then it turned into a city. You see, so before the Portuguese arrived in Mozambique, it was just almost like that one there. So this is the way how Lourenço Marques was in 1884. It was just look like this one. So as I was just like saying, it started at the like just as a small village, and then as everyone knows, the first traders, the first colonials, they were like like religious. You see that? So they were building schools and churches or wherever they used to pass by. So those are the first construction which they built around Maputo. So even when Bantu people arrived, around in the year of 300, when the Bantu people come from South Africa to Mozambique, and then around Maputo, it was too many elephants than people. When Bantu people arrived here in the year of 300, they found here a native people called Khoisans. So the Khoisans, they were based in agriculture. The Khoisans, they were based in hunting and collector. Yes. And then the Bantu people, they were based in agriculture. So people, Khoisans, who they were living in this area, when the Bantu people arrived in this area, they were forced to move, to leave this area to the poorest area. Because the Bantu people from South Africa, they were very violent people. You see, while the Khoisans, they were just like people without violence, without fighting. They were just hunters and collectors. Yes. Maputo is a mountain, right? I'm not saying that Maputo means a mountain. I'm saying that Maputo is a mountain. So we have a downtown and then we have uptown. Where we are at the downtown. So the part that we explained there, it's a part of downtown. So this one here, it's uptown. It's by the other side. It retreats the uptown. So this one is it's a great madam of Mozambican capital, Polana Serena Hotel. It was built around 20. It was inaugurated in 1922. It was designed by the British architecture, Egbert Baker. It hosts kings, presidents, celebrities, ambassadors, I can just resume, it hosts people with lot of money. It has within the first existing elevator of Mozambique. So it has any relic for Maputo city. So this is a uptown side. And then all this area, it's a part of the uptown side. So this hotel is still in use. So all this area, some buildings here are still, some other buildings they've been destroyed. So that one there is it retreats it shows like the White House where there is a president office. Yes, that one there. Yes. So this it's a bay. This area here, it's a bay. So that one there is Julius Nyerere Avenue. So this area it's a bay. Yes. So some places are still there. Some places, like some construction. When I talk about places, I'm talking about construction. Some constructions are still there. So some construction, they've been destroyed. You see. Okay, so this one is also a part of the downtown. This is it retreats the railway. I mean the railway is that side, and then this one it retreats the port, Maputo port. Is by the how it was look like in 1931. This is Maputo port. I was getting a little bit of confused because they are closer. So the port is close to the railway. So this one here is this side from here, this is the railway station. This is the railway station, Maputo railway station. Is by the way how it was localized around 1931. So this railway station was voted as the 7th most beautiful railway station in the world.
Where is the train station again?
This one. It starts from here.
We went there earlier today.
Yes, it starts from here. But it starts from here. This
So,
it retreats
guys,
the railway
this
station.
is the rail station we went to, but this is the model, a small model. I don't know whether we're giving it justice to a good shot, but
And then from there,
you can see it from
this
there.
it was the way how it was look like around 1931.
That is it over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
So from here to that side, it's a port. It's the port, Maputo port.
Yeah.
So this railway station was voted as the 7th most beautiful station in the world. It's the one that appeared in the movie Blood Diamond, starring Leonardo DiCaprio. The construction of the railway station began in 1905, and then the station was inaugurated in 1910. The construction continued, and then the station was finished in 1916. So the railway station was designed by Mário Viegas and Ferreira Costa. Those are the Portuguese architects. The station is located at the Workers Plaza, the Farmer McMahon's Plaza. Where is located the station? Before it was called McMahon's Plaza. But when Mozambique became independent, the name changed. Instead to be called McMahon Plaza, it's now called Workers Plaza. So the station, it was built where stood the old barrack, Bashan, July 31st. Clear?
Yes.
Yes. So this is uptown side. This it retreats uptown side. This is Marakwene village.
And this is how it looked like when? Which year?
This one 1931.
31.
Yes,
Okay.
that one. This Marakwene village, uptown. Marakwene village, uptown. It's a Marakwene village, right? This one. Then this one here, it's a Inkomati River. This it's a Inkomati River. All this one down there. The one that you cross when you go to South Africa, you cross the same river.
Ah.
Yes,
Okay.
when you go to South Africa, you cross the same river, Inkomati River. So this is Lomahasha village. This it retreats Lomahasha village is the way how it was look like. We're talking about the terrace. Yes, this is the way how it was look like before. Lomahasha. When you go to Eswatini, that side. So this is not uptown, not even downtown. Is when you cross, you are about to cross the border to Eswatini or South Africa. You pass by Lomahasha village.
So we've just had a little tour of Maputo municipality, right?
Yes, yes, Maputo municipality.
So we're just walking down, we're coming out of the building. We're heading towards the statue of Michel
Yes,
Samura, right?
yes, yes.
I hope I pronounced
The
it
first
well.
president of Mozambique, independent.
Okay, the
Yes.
first president, yeah.
Yeah, and then the second president of Frelimo,
Okay.
and the second president of Mozambique, independent.
You can see the building in the background. It's a nice
Yeah, that one there.
building.
Okay.
Yes.
Of course it is.
Yeah.
Yes, we're now going to visit the statue of the first president of Mozambique independent, Marechal Samora Moses Machel. Marechal Samora Moses Machel, he became a first president of Mozambique independent since 1975 until 1986, the year which he died. Samora Machel was born in 1933 and then he died in 1986 at the aeroplane crash in Mbuzini. Mbuzini, it's a village in South Africa. It's a village in Mpumalanga province of South Africa. It's bordering with Eswatini and Mozambique on a south. So Samora Machel, he died with the other 34 passengers who they were with him on a plane coming from Ndola in Zambia in the mission of peace. So Samora Machel he started to go to school.
Can we cross the road?
Yeah, we can cross.
Okay, okay.
Samora Machel he started to go to school. He was 9 years old, and then he finished the primary school. He was around 18 years old. But when Samora Machel wanted to continue with the studies, the priests from the Catholic Church, they did not allow him to go over with the studies because they wanted him to do theology, what Samora Machel refused. When Samora Machel refused to do theology in Gaza province where he was born, Gaza is one of our 11 provinces. It's located in north of Maputo. So Samora Machel, when he refused to do theology in Gaza, and then he moved from Gaza province to Lourenço Marques to try life, is when Samora Machel found a job at the central hospital. That time was the central hospital was called Miguel Bombares. And then Samora Machel found a job there. With the money that he was receiving at the Miguel Bombares Hospital, the current Hospital Central, and then it was costing his secondary school. Around 1950, Samora Machel found a job at the Inyaka Island. They put him there as a nurse at the Inyaka Island. So in 1963, Samora Machel, he heard that was a group of people in Tanzania founding a movement to fight against colonialism. And then he left Inyaka Island to Botswana, where he found Joyce Love, where he met Joyce Love. Joyce Love is one of ANC members with the other ANC members. Yes, and then they lifted him in the aeroplane that they hired in Botswana. And then they took Samora Machel together to Tanzania to join Frelimo. So Samora Machel, he joined Frelimo in 1933. In 1963, not 1933, 1963. Frelimo was founded in Tanzania in the base of 3 movements. Because before Frelimo was founded in Mozambique, we had the 3 different movements with the offices in the different places. So Eduardo Shivambo Mondlane, the founder president of Frelimo, he joined those 3 movements and then he founded Frelimo. Frelimo means Mozambique Liberation Front. It's a party that is in power. It's a party that fought against colonialism. So Samora Machel, in 1964, he made a part. In the same 1963, he made a part of the first youths who they went to Algeria for the military training. So when they came from Algeria in 1964, in a short time, Samora Machel, he became a general. He became a commander of the troop. So when Eduardo Shivambu Mondlane died in 1969, Frelimo voted Samora Machel to become a president of the group, of the movement. Yes, the president of the party. And then he continued with the struggle. So the struggle that us in Mozambique, we call it a luta armada de libertação nacional. That means that a national struggle for the national liberation, right? Yeah, sure is that. And then it begins in 25 September 1964 in Shai at Cabo Delgado. Is when Frelimo launched its first offensive against colonialism. And then after 15 years of fighting, we conquer our independence. Mozambique became independent. Means that Mozambique became independent in 25 June 1975. But there's one thing into that. 2 years after our independence, Mozambique entered into the civilian war. A opposition part appeared in that. It's a Renamo. Renamo fought against Frelimo. They was just fighting for power. Renamo fought against Frelimo, but those things, they were together. It was one thing, and then they divided. It's a politics, you see, and then they fought. So the struggle took about 15 years. So means that it took long time than the war for independence. Because the war for the independence, it took about 11 years, from 1964 to 1975. 1975, it's about 11 years of fight. And then the war, the civilian war, it took about 15 years between Frelimo and Renamo. The war that ended in 1992. In 1994, we had our first election. And then Frelimo won the elections. But as Samora Machel died, when Samora Machel died, Joaquim Alberto Chisan kept the seat of the president. And then is the one who continued with the civilian war that ended in 1992. So Frelimo is still the party that is in power until today. Samora Machel is the son of Mandandi Moses Machel. Samora Machel is a grandson of one of Ngungunyana's warrior. Ngungunyana is well known as Lion of Gaza. It's a last resistance hero. It was an untouchable warrior. He gave Lakmarabenta dance to the Portuguese. We had the battle that called Guazamtini in the north of Maputo, where Portuguese they lost. So many Portuguese, they will be killed by Ngungunyana. We can say the grandson, the grandfather of Samora, our grandfather in this case, the grandfather of Mozambique. So many Portuguese, they were killed by him. So is when Ngungunyana was arrested in 1895 by Mãozinho de Albuquerque. Remember, we talked about Mãozinho de Albuquerque because when I was explaining about this place, this is an independent square. It's a farmer, Mãozinho de Albuquerque. I just want to make it clear to make you understand who's Mãozinho de Albuquerque. Mãozinho de Albuquerque, it's a one of Portuguese general who arrested Ngungunyana, the last resistance hero, the one who is well known as Lion of Gaza. Samora Machel was born in Gaza. Ngungunyana was born in Gaza. Eduardo Shivambu Mondlane was born in Gaza province. Joaquim, Alberto Chisano was also born in Gaza province.
After visiting the statue of Machel Samora, we then went to the bottom part of the Independence Square to the French Mozambican Cultural Institution.
We are now at the French Mozambican Cultural Institution. The French Mozambican Cultural Institution was founded in 1898. You see, and then we use this place for the exhibitions, for the performance, and then is where we have some display of some sculptures made by guns. So the sculptures which they were sculpted by one of our great artists, Mabunda. So we are just walking inside there to see them and film them. In 1992, it was the end of the civilian war. So when the civilian war ended, and then the government was collecting the guns from the population. So those sculptures which we are going to film inside, we are going to see now, they are made by parts of guns. Mabunda, they are sculpted by one of our great artists, Mabunda. Mabunda used the piece of guns and metal to make his artwork in a way to protest against war. Not only war in Mozambique, but war in the world, war into the nation, to show people that guns, they destroy our nations. Guns, they will never build. So those sculptures, they made by gun. We have that one there, for example. The helmet is for the soldiers, and then it has a bullet in top, and then with the piece of guns. Same has this helicopter also. It's an element, it's a steel and pieces of guns. And then the chains on the horse there, they retreat the slavery trade, because our people, they've been enchained by the chains, by the white man, you see, as the slaves. And then so the chains, they retreat like the slavery trade. So here now we have this artwork. This was sculptured by Mabunda, one of our great artists, means that Mozambican artists in this case. So he used guns, bullets, and pieces of metal to make this in a way of protest against war, not only civilian war, but as Mozambique 2 years after our independence entered into the civilian war. It's the way how Mabunda showed like the people out there, the nations, that war is not good. War destroyed. And then he destroyed guns and made this artwork. And some more artworks made by him, you can find them on our galleries around our city and somewhere out there. But this was sculptured by Mabunda for the protest, in the aim of protest in this. Yeah, so here we have a Mozambican flag. This is our flag. Our flag, it has 5 colors. It has a green that symbolizes the righteous of soil. It has a yellow that symbolizes the righteous of subsoil. It has a black that symbolizes the black continent. And then it has a white that symbolizes peace. And it has a red that symbolizes the armed struggle for national liberation. And then it has a gun, a book, a hoe, and a star on it. So
Mozambique is the only country that has a gun.
Yeah,
in
a modern
Africa.
one, a modern gun.
A modern gun.
Yes, a modern gun.
Yes.
We have some, like for example, Angola, but
Okay.
Mozambique is the only one that has like a modern gun.
Okay.
Yes, AKA 47.
On the flag.
So yes, on a flag, of course. So the book, the hoe, and the gun, it symbolizes that only with knowledge, work, and struggle we can be stronger and prosperous country. So the star, it symbolizes the spirit of international solidarity of Mozambican people. So those are that it's a meaning of the colors on our flag and the symbols. Yes.
Okay, guys. So we just came out of what did you say again?
French
Yes.
Mozambican Cultural Institution.
Okay.
O Centro Cultural Franco-Moçambicano, French Mozambican Cultural Institution.
So the French cultural institution. So it's like there's a lot of French influence here for a French institution to be so strategic in town. I thought they would have like a Portuguese center, but it's more of a French one.
Yeah, you know why we have them?
Yeah.
Because we have a guy that called Mark Mahon. Mark Mahon is served as the chief of France from 1873 to 1875, and has the president of France from 1875 to 1879. And then he helped Mozambique to conquer some areas of Maputo, which they wanted to be taken by the British from South Africa. Because
Okay.
remember, South Africa was colonized by British people, and Mozambique was colonized by Portuguese, right? So, for example, the Maputo Bay. Portuguese, they were saying that this bay, it was belong to, I'm not Portuguese, but the British from South Africa, they were saying that the bay, it belongs to them. And then Portuguese, they were saying that no, the bay, it belongs to Mozambique, to Portugal. Ne? And then they took the issue to Macmahon, and then Macmahon in France. And then Macmahon judged the case and then said, no, the bay does not belong to the British from South Africa, but it belongs to Portuguese from Mozambique and some other areas which they were fighting for. You see, and then Macmahon helped it. So that's a reason. That is one of the reasons that we have a French influence in Mozambique. You see that? Yes.
All right. Thank you.
Thanks, bro. We'll meet next time.
You've been so great as a tour guide to us.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
All right. Take care.
And thank you for work, right?
Bye.
Thank you.
Hello guys, so we've been moving around for a while and we got a little bit tired, so we thought we should head to this really cool place in Maputo. The place is called Avenida de Novembro. It translates in English as November 10th Avenue, and it is located along the shores of the Maputo Bay. They do very nice coconuts there, so we headed to get some.
Arranjar bom linho com boa água. Tá bom? Doce. Apoio, madracado.
Can see the coconut over here. So how much for one? 25. 25. Okay. So these are 25 mets. So we're getting two.
Yeah.
If we get two, that is 50.
Yes.
Yes. So already most of our 65 metric cash has gone already.
Yeah.
As you can see. In Maputo.
The horn of the ship.
So just behind us, we just heard the horn of the ship. So loud. So this is fresh coconut water here in Maputo. Yes. Can they chop the coconut for us to eat? Okay. It's so refreshing because today the weather has been so hot. It's so nice.
This is very nice.
I'll just show you the background. There's a ship there. You can see just behind me. This place is really cool. Like especially in the evening, people can come here to relax
People
with
that
their
come
friends.
here,
Some people come here with their girlfriends, just to have fun by the seaside.
You see there by the there's some couples sitting there eating.
It's a very nice place to be. Avenue de November.
Yeah. It's a line oiko. Eh? Okay.
And here they have other things. It's not just coconut water. They have sugarcane, they have juice, freshly made here. Everything here is fresh, nothing artificial that they use here. So it's really nice. So we just want to cross the road now. They've prepared the coconut for us too, so that we can eat the inside of the coconut. We're just about to cross the road. I think it's rush hour time, so a lot of cars just come in here. Okay, I think we can cross now. Let's go. Yeah. It looks like a nice spot here where we can sit down. How do I eat this? Is there like a fork, or how do we eat it? What? The inside.
This is, I'll show you.
Okay, you show me. All right.
Yeah. You see, you use this as a spoon.
That's the spoon.
Yes, as a
Okay.
spoon.
Let me show you guys how he's eating this.
This is how you eat. So they made a spoon out of the coconut.
Ah. See, everything is so natural. They don't use anything like
No.
spoons here. So nice. I'll try that.
This is nice. Very nice.
So I wanted to see something here. And I know the flesh of the coconut is really soft. And this is really, really tasty. This is the inside. This is how we eat it. Very fresh coconut.
So we have come to the end of the Maputo series. What I like most about Maputo was how it has managed to maintain its Portuguese heritage from colonial times. If you have loved this video, please hit the like button and subscribe. I would like to also hear your thoughts in the comment section below. I want to use this opportunity to thank Luis, who drove me around, and Wilson, the amazing tour guide. I've dropped their details in the description section below. I will see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.